Chris in Essex in Billericay is absolutely right. I am enormously wound up by the fact that these people who voted for it in the belief that it would improve their lives are now being told by trusted independent sources that it's going to make their lives much worse. And it's a line I see a lot. So credit to Chris for taking our call. Why does it make you glad, Chris?
Sorry, James. Say again. What make me glad?
Well, the text you sent, I'm glad it's winding you up so much. You use the word glad. Why?
Because you spent 3 hours today, James, talking about...
But I'm wound up by the prospect of people losing their jobs.
No.
Yes.
But that you just spend every single time Brexit comes on running it down. You can't be positive. You can't...
Well, what's the positive here, then? Men in manufacturing jobs who'd left school with qualifications no higher than GCSE were the most exposed to curbs on the flow of goods after Brexit. The Institute of Fiscal Studies said it should be worrying for the government that workers in the most vulnerable parts of manufacturing tend to be older and have skills specific to their current jobs. Give me the positives.
The positives are, as far as I'm concerned anyway, is that we will be able to make our own rules in future. We'll be able to run our country the way we want to run it. And we will have curbs on immigration. Not that I'm against immigration, I think it's a good thing, but we need to be in control of the immigration so that people that are at a lower end of pay scales will be able to maybe get an improvement in their pay in the future when we're out of the European Union.
Yeah, but you've just been told that people at the lower end of the pay scales are the most likely to lose their jobs completely, and you've written to me to say that you're glad, so tell me why you're glad.
I'm not glad about it, but that's in the opinion.
I'm glad it's winding you up so much, you wrote. So why are you glad?
I'm glad that you're spending so much time talking about Brexit, because I do actually find it quite interesting. However, you're obviously...
What have I been wrong about?
Well, you're not necessarily wrong about anything. You have your opinion.
So why are you glad that why are you glad that I'm being wound up because I'm right?
Because you can tell over the radio, James.
Yes.
Or at least I can tell how wound up you are.
Yes, of course I'm wound up because I really don't want these people to lose their jobs. So why is that making you happy?
It's not making me happy.
Well,
glad
then. Glad is the. Well, that's what's winding me up so much. The fact that they've been lied to and they're going to lose their jobs or see their wages cut. And you wrote to me to say it makes you glad. I want to know why.
Funny.
I want to understand your psychology.
It's just funny to hear you get so wound up about it, James.
About people facing unemployment.
No, that you're so wound up. You obviously have got a real bugbear.
Yes, I have.
Remaining bugbear.
No, it's not that. It's these people who got lied to, and they're going to lose their jobs, and it winds me up, and it makes you happy, and I just want to understand why.
How do you know they've been lied to? Wait 6 months. Wait 1 year. If in that time we've left the European Union, which we're definitely going to do, you can't do anything about that. Let's see what the economy does then.
Okay, Chris.
I heard all of this years ago, James.
Yeah, mate.
No, I heard this all years ago when we entered the exchange rate mechanism. You may not remember that thing. And then they told us that we needed to go into the euro.
No, that's got nothing to do with trade agreements. It was Gordon Brown that kept us out of the euro. Chris, let me read you some lines, and then you tell me whether or not you think it was accurate or inaccurate. So, July 2017, the free trade agreement that we will have to do with the European Union should be one of the easiest in human history. That's Liam Fox. I'm wound up by the fact that he lied to you. Now, why are you glad that he lied to you?
Why is he lying to us, James?
Well, because it hasn't been one of the easiest in human history, Chris.
But it will be, because Parliament have passed into
Getting out of the EU can be quick and easy. The UK holds most of the cards in any negotiation. John Redwood lied to you. Why are you glad about that?
Are you going to let me finish?
Yeah, of course I am. Yeah, go on.
Because Parliament put into law, which you know very well, that when we come out, the date that we come out of the European Union on March the 29th, 2019, all of our laws will be exactly the same as the EU, so we can enter into a trade agreement fairly smoothly. The only people that are going to mess up any trade agreement...
That's not true.
Well, the only people that are going to mess up a trade agreement is probably some region of Wallonia in Belgium.
Chris, what are you talking about, Chris?
Well, that's why the Canadian trade agreement took so long to get through, because the region of Belgium...
It was about a 2-month delay on a 7-year process.
This is the problem with the European Union. It's too many layers of bureaucracy.
Right,
We're now going to be democratically...
Okay, but if they've got so many layers of bureaucracy, how is it going to be easy to do a deal with them?
Well, it won't be.
But you just said it would be. literally 2 minutes ago.
Only because all of our laws and everything, legislation, are going to be exactly the same as theirs. If they want to,
So it will be easy. So it will be easy.
They want us to foul. They want us to foul, and people like you, Remainers like you, Ramonas like you, go on and on and on. You don't get behind the country.
I am behind the country, Chris. I'm behind the people who have been told that they could lose their jobs. I'm behind the people who have been told that they're going to be worse off. I'm behind the people who have been told that their freedom to move to 27 other countries is going to be arbitrarily. And do you know what else, Chris? Chris, do you know what else is really ironic?
What, you're getting even angrier?
I'm not angry, mate. I'm sticking up for you.
You're not sticking up for me. I can stick up for myself.
I'm sticking up for you, Chris, and you can't stick up for yourself if you don't understand what the battle is about.